Hey guys, I am here with Tim Smith. He is the Senior Associate Pastor at Pinelake Church in Mississippi. And I've been hanging out here with Tim and his staff for the past couple of days, and we've been talking about leadership development. And Tim, tell us a little bit about the church here.
Yeah, Mac actually has no idea where he is in Mississippi right now.
I was going to say Jackson, but I wasn't.
That was okay. We are in Jackson, Mississippi. Brandon, Mississippi area. We're a multi-site church, 3 campuses, and it's been a great story of God's work here over the last 10 years. Our senior pastor is Chip Henderson, and our church is, God's just done a neat work in growing us, and the Spirit has been alive here and at work, and it's been a great ride. Currently we have 3 campuses, one at the Reservoir area in Jackson, in Madison, and in Clinton, and an average attendance of about 7,000 a weekend. So it's been a great ride.
Yeah. I got to know you guys through Leadership Network has a learning community called Rapid Growth Learning Community. So we met there, and you guys are in a rapidly growing church. Yeah. The thing that's really stood out to me and impressed me in my time here is the spirit of the staff. There's a neat sense of team here, a neat spirit among the different individuals. What are some things you guys do? Because every church staff wants a healthy team environment. Yeah. What are some things you guys do to sort of nurture the spirit that's here?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I think, Mac, one of the things that we've learned is that certainly you want to begin by hiring healthy people. Mm-hmm. The best that you can. You want to ensure that you bring on people onto your team who are healthy Christ followers, and so we have a thorough process to do that. But honestly, I think the thing that God has led us to understand, and certainly we're not experts at it, but one of the things that we work hard at is trying to shepherd our staff. And one of the things that we try to do practically is a couple things. Is one, we want to limit the scope of supervision for our staff so that no one is supervising too many people. And a big part of that is because a part of our requirement for leading here is to be a good shepherd of the people that you're leading. And so we try and create an environment where people are spiritually leading other people. And the way I talk about it is I ask all the time is, are we asking spiritual questions of the staff as much as we are asking organizational questions?
Oh, that's good.
And what you find, as you know, is, man, leaders need leading.
Yeah.
And you said that to our staff today, and it so resonated with our culture. But leaders need leading. So that's one thing. The other thing is what I have found just in regard to developing that spirit is people prosper under clarity. And so if you can create an environment where people know what you want them to do, and then you can affirm that behavior, people generally, you don't fight so much the discouragement, the embittered spirit, the miscommunication. So many bad things happen when there's assumptions made. And so we work hard at trying to be clear in regard to what we're asking our people to do, and then when they do it well, affirm that behavior. It's been real key for us.
I heard about a senior pastor who called his youth pastor into his office because he was going to fire him. And he was just so displeased with the performance. He sat him down and he started asking him a bunch of questions. And all of a sudden he's discovered what this guy was out there doing. He had no idea. There was no clear expectations between the two. So the leader was frustrated with him. I'm sure the student pastor was frustrated with the senior leader. He said when the guy left his office, he ended up giving him a raise because he was so impressed with what he did. But, that's so crucial to a healthy environment. If people don't have those clear expectations, they get frustrated.
That's exactly right. I think, I say those 2 things. I think the third thing I would add is that whenever you can, be a steward of trust. And we work real hard at one. We're in a church where we have a lot of trust, which is a beautiful place to be. Yeah. If you've ever worked at a church where you didn't have trust, that's a horrible place to be, and many of us have been there as well.
There will be people sending you resumes.
Yeah, well, just that. But you understand that's just a difficult place to be. But when you have the trust of the people, you want to be a good steward of it. And so I always say to our staff is, man, let's be a good steward of the trust that we have. And then, from a leader to staff relationship, you want to trust them.
Right.
And people prosper when you trust them. when it's clear, when you're cultivating their hearts. I think those things are just a good recipe for you having an environment where your staff has a good spirit. And there's seasons where, you have to work through things.
Yes. Yeah.
But if you stay after those things, I think God blesses it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for sharing with us.
Thanks.